Hi, everyone. We're going to get started here in about 4 minutes, but I see we have some people already on. Hello, Kelly. We're going to be making this little beauty that I did the other day with the kids. There we go. There it is. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I'm also going to show you about this. Hey, Abel. Hey, Nick. Also going to talk to you guys about this new free adventure that you guys can do while we are in this situation where we don't get to be with each other, where you guys can go and be explorers as well. So what's everybody been up to? Chat back and let me know what you guys have been doing. And how many of you are enjoying the sunshine that's finally out today? Oh, Nick, Ms. Hernandez says, hey, and that she misses you. Oh, that's so sweet, Kelly. So sweet. Hey, Sydney. And is that Ari? Hi, Sydney and Ari. I'm glad you guys are on today. But anyway, has anybody been outside and enjoyed the sunshine that we're finally getting to see? Would love to see some pictures of things you guys are doing outside. I know today when I was outside, it finally, for the first time, looked like spring. The grass is starting to look green. The sky is blue. I can't wait to get some flowers. Oh, you've been outside, Abel? Did you notice that today finally looks like spring? Yes. So it got me the little itch of, I need to start planting some flowers. Now, you guys who know me know that Miss Elliott does not have a green thumb. I mean, I love beautiful flowers, but I am not very good. I'm not very good at keeping the flowers alive. But I got the itch today as I was looking around and I saw that it was beautiful springtime, that I needed some flowers on my front porch. They always make me smile. Sydney, you've been outside crafting? Ooh, I would love to know what you've been doing. Might be something that I can do here at the house. Has anybody been outside using sidewalk chalk? We have. Oh no, Nick, your yard is flooded. That is not good. I hope it dries up here within the next day or so with the sunshine that's coming out. I have to show you guys a picture. We did some sidewalk chalk. Let me see. And let's see. So if you guys can see that, we used painter's tape and we sectioned off little like triangles and everybody got to do their own design in a triangle. Let me see what else I can show you. And this is, do it this way, maybe you can see a little better. This is, see if you can see that. Mr. Elliott, he's doing the baby Chewbacca. Is that right? Oh, no, Baby Yoda. I'm sorry, Baby Yoda. And let's see if I can find, we took the painter's tape off. Oh, come on, phone. We took the painter's tape off and it looked really good, but it's kind of gone now. It's been raining. Oh, Sydney, you've been making cat toys because we are, oh, you're taking care of stray cats, Sydney. That is awesome. I would love to see a picture. I would love to see a picture. Let's see. Oh, here's the, see if you guys can see it. This is the Baby Yoda that Nick did. It was a little bit of a stress reliever. I encourage you, if you have a chance to play with sidewalk chalk, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a little messy, but it's a lot of fun. And let's see here. We made some flowers. I hate there's a glare. I'm in my dining room. And we put them up on the windows of our, let's see, of our house. You can see that. And so there were some other people in the neighborhood who, since we can't get out and really socialize with anybody, they said anybody that wants to just make it a happy walk when people take a walk in our community, put some flowers on your windows. And so a lot of people have been making these really, really neat flowers, which is where I got the idea of showing you guys one of the flowers that I made. It's really, really simple. And so that's why we're going to do that today, because a lot of people have been putting flowers up, and it's just made it really nice when we get to go walking to see all the pretty flowers. But before we do that, let me show you something real quick. So there is this app, and it's free. And it's called geocaching. Let me show you what it looks like. Let's see. It looks like that one right there. Okay. So let me tell you what you do with it. When you open it up, and it's totally free, but when you open it up, people have loaded what's called geocache. It's like little treasures, and it shows you kind of like the coordinates of where you can go. I'll show you what it looks like. See all the little green circles? Those are different places that you can go to find like little treasures. So if you like to treasure hunt, I know I do, you can go and find things there. Now, if you saw the smileys, those are all the places that we've already been to. And it's not like at a person's house or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about bothering people, or you can still social distance and stuff. But it's a lot of fun. And sometimes you find little treasures, and sometimes you just find like a little sheet where you can sign and see all the other people who have been up there geocaching. And so we did that the other day. We lost power at our house. They're working on the lines. And so we did it before it started raining. And we found a couple of things. Let's see. They're like little Mentos, Altoids, little tin cans that you can find. Let's see. That one, Camden found a bee bracelet. It was really cool. And Chase found this black tube under the rocks. And it just had like a paper in there where you could sign your name. And Gavin found like this little plastic jewel kind of thing, and we replaced it so that the next person who finds it will find a little jewel. It's not a real jewel, it's a little plastic toy. And then I found one where I just got to sign my name. And let's see, Camden found another one, and it was under this light post. We lifted up that little square right there, and there was, let's see if I can find it. There was like a little thing in there. I don't know if you can see that. So he had to sign his name and stuff on it. And then we found this little guy. It's a little tiny green canister. It's the smallest canister I've ever seen on a fire hydrant. That was so much fun. So anyway, that's just an idea of something that you can do. And like I said, it's free. And you know, Miss Elliott's all about free stuff. So it's just a good way to get outside and go treasure hunting and just have some fun. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. So we are going to make a flower today. And so when I sent out the message last night, these are the things that I said you guys needed. You needed glue. I have a glue stick, but I also found that liquid glue kind of works a little bit better, but a glue stick works as well. The one that I'm going to show you that I've already done, I did with a glue stick. So it works as well. You also need a pair of scissors. You need a pencil with an eraser, and it's important because the eraser is going to be like one of the main things that you use to put your tissue paper on for your flowers. And then it says small squares of tissue paper. So I just got a bunch of tissue paper that I put in gift bags and stuff, and I just cut them into little squares. There's no right or wrong size, just little squares of different colors. And then construction paper. Now, the construction paper can be used for a couple of different things. You can use the construction paper to be like your background. And what you can't see under here is that I have white construction paper of where I drew a flower, and green construction paper here where I drew the stem and the leaves, okay? So it doesn't matter, okay? You could use regular paper. That's fine. We just use the construction paper to glue these things down as like a background, so to speak. And I'll go ahead. I don't know if you guys can hear my boys upstairs. They're playing video games, and I told them we were going to be live, but they are noisy. Can anybody else hear them? Text me and let me know if you can hear the boys upstairs, because they are playing some sort of game and they're getting all jackety jack. They're getting loud with it. So I apologize in advance. But, oh, Nick, you can hear them? Yeah, I figured you guys could probably hear them. So sorry. anyway, you don't have to have construction paper, okay? Sydney, you can hear them too. I knew it. Like I said, this could just be your backdrop. I can still hear them. They're distracting me. Or you could use it to actually draw your flower like I did and then put the tissue paper on it, okay? So I'm going to do a quick demonstration for you, and then you can, oh, Ari, you can hear him too. I know. They're just having too much fun. And then you can go back later and make your own, but I'll just show you what to do, okay? So I am going to choose, let's choose yellow, because yellow reminds me of the sun, okay? And again, you can either take some paper and cut out a flower and glue it, or you can just draw a flower, okay? I'm going to do one really simple. I'm going to draw a flower. Let me go and grab a marker. Give me 1 second. You'll see me run into the kitchen. Let me get a marker. Hold on. Okay. Let me grab a marker so you guys can see. So I am just going to draw, because you know Miss Elliott is not an artist whatsoever. I am going to draw just a quick little picture of a flower, okay? So I'm going to give it a stem. I'm going to give it some leaves. And I'm going to just do a simple, I think they're called a tulip, all right? Something real simple. Give it 3 points. Okay, so there's, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's my simple flower that I drew on my yellow piece of construction paper. Okay, so Abel, you're going to draw it. Perfect. All right, so now here comes the fun part. The reason I said scissors is if you need to cut up your strips of tissue paper, or if you did like Gavin did when he made his, he like drew it on construction paper, then cut it out, and then glued it on to his background. So that's what the scissors are for, okay? If you're doing it like this, you don't need scissors anymore, okay? All right, so now comes the fun part. So I'm gonna get my tissue paper. I got all kinds of different colors, and I will tell you, cutting the tissue paper took the longest. That is what took the longest amount of time, okay? I finally, after about 15 minutes, my brain started working, and I put a bunch of different color stacks of tissue paper together and then cut them like that. Whereas before I was taking one sheet at a time, and it took forever. So learn from my mistakes. Get a bunch of different colors, stack them on top of each other, cut, you'll be done in like less than 5 minutes, okay? So there's your tip. So I'm gonna get a couple of different colors, all right? Get them out here. And I think I'm first gonna work on, I'll work on the leaves first. So why don't I make them green? So I have some green, kind of like a lime green, okay? And this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna take my liquid glue, and again, stick glue sticks, they work perfectly, okay? Mine is still holding strong, but just know if you use glue sticks, you want to put a lot of it on there. Try not to get it on your fingers because it'll get all sticky, and then you'll have trouble with sticking these. Same thing with this. You don't want to put like glue all over the place. I would recommend you just put the dots of glue with the one spot that you're working at, okay? All right, so I'm going to put a little dab of glue right here on my leaf. A little dab will do ya. All right. Now, as you can see, I don't have a whole lot. And then I'm going to take my tissue paper. And remember, I said a pencil with an eraser. Here we go. I'm going to put the tissue paper in my hand. And I'm going to put the eraser right kind of in the middle. Show you guys. And then I'm just going to kind of cup my hand and twist, 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 twist. Now, when I do that, did you notice how the tissue paper stuck around the pencil? That's a good thing, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, see it stuck. I'm going to keep it on the pencil. I'm going to go to that spot of glue. Boo, boo, boo. And all I'm going to do is press down, and put my tissue paper right in that spot, okay? Now, I can then put my finger on the inside. Put my finger on the inside to kind of smush it down a little bit. If my leaves and my tissue paper is too crazy, I can scrunch it down to get it into the area that I want the tissue paper to be in. So I'm going to real quick put some green tissue paper on my leaves so I can show you another technique, okay? All right, so let's see. I saw on the weather that we might be in the 70s by this weekend, which will be great. Can finally wear some shorts and not have to wear big old coats and stuff like that. I saw that Mrs. Turner sent out a thing this morning about Wonder. Oh, that is such a good book, guys. I think they were starting today with reading. The author was going to be reading it. Guys, you should get in on that. And you do what I do with my kids. We read the book, and then if there's a movie about it, then we watch the movie, okay? We always find that the book is so much better than the movie. How many of you agree with me for there that the books are always better than the movies? The book always gives so much more. Oh, you've been watching it. Good, Sydney. The book always gives so much more details and just really lures you in. And sometimes the movie leaves you hanging just a little bit and you're like, wait a minute, what's going to happen next? And the movie doesn't really tell you what the person's thinking, but the book does. So I'm almost done. I'm almost done doing one leaf so I can show you, because then I'm going to show you another technique that you can do. Now, really the whole reason for the pencil is just it acts kind of like tweezers to kind of press it down a little bit. I've got one more to put on. And I'm going to show you another technique that Gavin kind of discovered when he was doing his, because this pencil technique was a little tricky for him. And so he was getting a little frustrated. So he came up with another technique that you guys might really enjoy. Okay, so I've got one leaf done. You can see I still need to put a little bit more here. And I can see that my leaf is a little bit bigger than what I want it to be. So all I'm going to do is just kind of smush it. Just, there's my sound effects. You know, Miss Elliott loves sound effects. I'm going to smush it down to kind of get it the design that I want it to be. Let me do that. Here we go. Give it that 3D effect, like it's popping. I can see that when I did that, I need to add a little bit more tissue paper because I've got some white spots. Okay, now on the other one, I'm going to show you another technique that Gavin did, and it looks just as amazing, if not better. And this one might be a little bit easier, okay? So again, I'm going to take green tissue paper and watch what I'm going to do. Now, if you guys know Mrs. Elliott, you know how much I love to ball up paper. What do I say about when I get to ball up paper? What does it do for us? Think about it. Text me and tell me what it does for us. And then tell me, what do we usually do with the balled up paper? Because it's so much fun. We love when we get to do that. Okay, so here's the tissue paper. Watch. Balling it up. Yellow spots. Okay, you see it? It's balled up. That's it. I'm going to put another little dot of glue on my other leaf. I'm going to take the balled up tissue paper, put it right on that dot of glue, press it down a little bit. Got to have your sound effects. And for the whole leaf, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a bunch of little scrunched up little pieces of paper. Now, again, this is something that Gavin did. And because he was getting a little frustrated with the pencil technique, and he's like, Mom, can I do this? I'm like, yeah, go ahead, do it, buddy. And his turned out really, really good because he was able to get them all scrunched up. And it just made it also look 3D. So I'm globbing it on. I won't be able to do the whole thing because that one, the beauty of this one is it's a little bit easier when you do that, but it takes a little bit longer to do. I'm waving at my neighbors. They're out walking their dogs. And I'm sitting in the dining room with the window open so they can all see inside. All right, here we go. So, as you can see what I've been doing it like this, and I'm just going to fill in all of these spots right here. Okay, so that's another technique. You can use the pencil to scrunch it up in your fingers and then put it on like that. Or you can bundle up the little pieces of paper. And like I said, that one's fun because you're like, oh, it's a stress reliever to just ball up paper. And that's what we do in my class. Once we ball up paper, we get to throw it because it doesn't hurt anybody. Just always have the person turn their back so they didn't get in their eye or anything. So you can do it like that. Then pick out another color to do your stem. And then the fun part comes when you get to do the flower. Now, when I did my flower, hi, Camden.
Hello.
When I did my flower, I just chose one color because you guys know that red is Miss Elliott's favorite color, okay? And so my house is red, so I just put this there because it matched. But red's my favorite color. But when I was looking up these, I found that some people did some really, 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 really pretty colors on their flower, and it just looks so good. So that's it of the flower. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but what I would love is if you guys do your own flower, then send me a picture. I'm going to give you my email and send me a picture because I would love, love, love to see your flowers. Take a picture and send it to me. And then if you're part of our class, I'll share it out with our class on Remind, okay? So here it is. I'm going to write it down real big for you. Let's see. You're getting your flower, Camden? All right. There's Camden. So you can see he used a bunch of different techniques. Yay, Sydney, you're doing the craft. I can't wait to see your picture. Let's see. Up at 2. I'm getting ready to put it up here. Okay. So here's my email address. Let's see if you can see it. It is C. Elliott. So CELLIOTT. Got to have the 2 T's at K12. That's a 1 and a 2. K.com. So C. Elliott at K12K.com. So if you do it, take a picture, send it to me. Oh, yay, Ari, I'm glad you're doing it too. Send it to me and I will send out your pictures on our Remind so that your other schoolmates can see the beautiful craft that you are doing. So with that being said, I know that Mrs. Turner is going to be on tomorrow. I am loving her stories and the jokes. Those jokes are actually really funny. You know how Miss Elliott loves jokes. And they are so good. I'm trying to think of the one yesterday. We were watching it and I laughed out loud and I was like, that's pretty clever. So make sure you tune in tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I know Ms. Turner will send out a link for you guys so that you can watch her and maybe Jude, the little puppy, he will be on there. He is the cutest little thing. And Sam, oh, guys, Sam is so sweet, so sweet. He's such a good dog, too. He listens. And then I'll show you real quick as we say goodbye. I'll show you some adventures that Walter, you know, crazy Walter, that he's been getting into. So I'm going to show you a video, and then I'm going to show you a picture of Walter this morning. Let me get the video because Walter is a crazy, crazy cat. Love that cat. All right, so let me give you a little backstory. I think this is it. Oh, Walter! Ah, he's going to scratch me. Let's see if this is the video. Yep, no, here it is. Okay, so what day was it? Sunday. We were playing a board game. And I'm in the room where we are right now, and you can see right there's a door over there. You should helping me, Camden? Oh, that's Walter and Babu. There's a door right over there, over my shoulder, right there. And so as we're watching, as we're playing the board game, are you dancing? What are you doing here? Are you like, what's that word? Photobombing? He's photobombing. So as we're playing the game, this is what Walter does. So hopefully you can see the video. Let me make sure the volume's on. Okay, let me start it over.
You put the sign there, the funniest video. Walter, what are you doing? Walter.
So that was Walter, and he climbed up that door frame right there. There we go. He climbed up that door frame all by himself. There he is climbing it up all by himself. He is, Sydney. That's exactly what we said. He's like Spider Cat. There he is. He's in the act of doing it. And we're just kind of sitting there watching him stun like, what is he doing? I have no idea. There was nothing up there. It wasn't like it was a stink bug or anything like that up there. I have no idea why Walter felt like he needed to climb the walls, but he did. And he's keeping us laughing, okay? And then this morning, I was trying to wake up the kids. Camden and Gavin had a camp out in their bed last night. They were watching a movie. And so they're asleep with the covers up around their heads. And Walter is sitting on the pillow. I'll show you in just a minute. He's sitting on the pillow where Gavin is sleeping. And this is what he does. You can make up your mind about what is he doing. There he is. To me, he's smiling. But I'll let you in on a little secret of what he was really doing. He was yawning. When I first walked in, he was laying down. See? Oh, well, hold on. Cancel. When I first walked in, he was laying down right on top of Gavin's head. And then as I just sat and watched him, he got up. And then he started yawning, and I was able to snap the picture right in the act of him yawning. And oh my gosh, that cat, to me, he's laughing, but he really was yawning. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Anyway, so back to what we're doing, and then I'm going to say bye for now. Make sure if you do a craft of any kind, whether it's a flower or anything else, send me an email with a picture. I would love to share it out with your classmates. We all miss you. It's just not the same without you. I know some of us may be enjoying having these few days off, but gosh, Miss Turner and I, we've been talking quite frequently, and we absolutely miss you guys. And so just know that we think about you often, we talk about you often, and we really, really do love you guys. And we can't wait to see you again. And it's going to be sooner than later. Okay. So on that note, bye for now. I'll be back with you on Friday and we'll read a story. And I can't wait to hear about all of your adventures. Okay. Mwah. We love you. Bye.